Welcome back to the second half of the Bobby Dupre Show, and Mr. Andrew Guitros, my sidekick here. We kind of got hung up on a few little items, but I think they were of interest to the public.
We didn't show our Mardi Gras beads we got from the Avoyelles Commission of Tourism over in Marksville, Louisiana. You can go to travelavoyelles.com to get more info about all the different things to do in Avoyelles Parish.
Well, that was very nice of them. Well, we've talked about their programs that they promote over there. They have a real nice program annually. And it's everybody comes in and shows off their different items that they sell and everything around the courthouse square and all, and a little parade and everything else that goes with a
don't forget,
nice.
Next week is Mardi Gras. It's Tuesday. And then we got all the Lundi Gras. We got the Saturday stuff. You got the run in Church Point is on Sunday. A lot of things going on. Big Mamu.
Big Mamu, don't forget it. Mamu, come on by and visit with me and get you a good barbecue sandwich that I'm preparing and giving to you, I might add.
And you never know who's going to show up there. I understand one year an executive chef showed up to do the carving.
Donald Link, who is the owner of the new beautiful Cochons in River Ranch in Lafayette, Louisiana.
And the original one in New Orleans.
In New Orleans. So just by chance, he and three of his friends came and showed us how to properly cut a steak and make the pork steak taste better on the sandwich. Anyhow, go by and visit Donald Link at Cochons, and a program that assists low and moderate income family. And I'm talking about our state representative, Miss Ladrika Theory. She prepares income tax returns and doesn't charge anything for her services, and has been assisting. This is her 7th year that she's. No wonder she came in under the screen, under the radar when she won that race 4 years ago.
She was born and raised. You talked about Rockin' Sydney earlier. Born and raised very close to where Rockin' Sydney was.
Right.
From.
Her daddy, Mr. Johnson, used to, when I opened up the Toby's Country Corner and sold ball crawfish, probably the first place in Opelousas to have sit-down ball crawfish.
I think that's correct.
Her daddy was there 3 or 4 times a week, and he always sat at the same place and visited
General
with everybody.
contractor is what he is.
He is a contractor. Ladrika, keep up the good work, and y'all know where she's located, out on the old Washington Highway.
How about another sponsor? Let's hit Carl's Thrifty Way. All your medicinal needs. Carl's can help you with your prescription medication, with your over-the-counter type medication. If you're looking for home decorating or gift ideas, it's Easter time that's coming up. They've got all kind of great decorating ideas and great gifts. Free gift wrapping and monogramming services available as well at Carl's Thrifty Way. One more. How about Piggly Wiggly? Piggly Wiggly with locations throughout South Louisiana. Opelousas in 2 locations, North and South Opelousas. Church Point, Rain, Scott, Cecilia, St. Martinville, and Simsport. And this week with Mardi Gras going on, the poke steaks, man, that's my kind of thing to put on the grill. $1.49 a pound. Bottom round steaks of certified Angus beef, $2.99 a pound. And leg quarters, 10 pounds for $5.88. If you want to put some chicken hips on the grill, they got them. Go by your local Piggly Wiggly. Remember, the pig knows best. How's that?
Rain flushes out salt water. So while the rains, here we like to complain a little bit. We don't have any rain. Then we say
too much rain.
Then we have too much rain and all. One thing that the rains have really done is they've put a lot of fresh water heading south to keep the salt water from intruding in on the farmlands, crawfish farms, rice farms.
Soybean and rice, right.
And actually the pasture land. They raise a lot of cattle down in that marshy area along the coast, and this high amount of recent rains is really helping out. They're testing the water for salinity, and it's way down, which is very, very good. Now we want some salinity out, say in the places where you fish.
And where the
Salt water.
oysters are. That's where we want our salt.
You want your salt there, but not in people's farmland.
How about this? Academy of the Sacred Heart on February the 28th, that's a Tuesday, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. They're going to have a day of recollection. A nice retreat with Father Blessing is going to be there from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mass will end in the chapel there. If you're interested, call Miss Lindsay Lagrange, 662-5275.
Members of downtown Opelousas, Judy Bastian with the Daily World wrote a real nice article, and she talks about not all, but quite a number of the historic places that I'm very aware of. And she speaks of it like I wonder, do you know her background? Is she local?
She is connected here. That is absolutely correct.
Because she says almost always bring on a rush of nostalgia for me.
I don't know if she's always stayed here in Opelousas, but I know she's definitely connected, got some relatives. Matter of fact, one of her relatives lives right across the street from me, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
How's that? Mr. Horace Trahan is coming Sunday, February 26th at 2 p.m. at Nunu's at 1510 Highway 93 in Ornerville. $5 for an adult. Kids get in free. That's 2 to 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and you can jam with Horace. Bring your guitar, bring your accordion, bring whatever you got. You can jam with him.
The Ladue Library right there in Eunice, Louisiana offers free tax preparation. Remember, I was trying to find the other one. I knew there was another one, free tax available for people that maybe on limited income and not an extensively long, complicated tax return. They have certified volunteers available 3 days a week in Eunice,
You mean
Louisiana,
to tell me
at the library.
you can go to the library and get tax forms? You can file your taxes online using the computers at the library? The library does all that too?
Yes.
Show this photo, Mark. While we're talking about the library. Library is not just for books. They help you with all kind of things. They had the Friends of the Library event at the Evangeline Downs Event Center this week, and here's some of the ladies that were involved over at the event. Miss Mary Sasher there and Miss Carolyn Jarrell right up front. I saw all our friends with Creative Travel, the Litton family.
Litton family.
Susan
Good morning.
and Mrs. Litton over there on the left, the matriarch. And their guest speaker this year was Lieutenant Governor Jay Darden, who was there, who gave a nice talk about the 200th birthday party of the state of Louisiana. So it was a real nice thing. Bill Fontenot there pushing people to try to get perhaps more help to make a parish-wide library system. We've also got Mr. Gerald Patu was there.
I think we're one of the few parishes that don't have a parish-wide.
We are the only few, the only one.
Only one. Well, I wasn't positive about only. I thought I was.
We've got nice little town libraries and regional libraries, Sunset, Washington, us, but
Eunice.
we need to try to help get
Port
everybody
Barry
together.
used to have one, I'm not sure.
We had a little one there at one time. But there's Matt LeBlanc, who was there filming, and of course our own Freddie Herpin with the Daily World. Good morning, Freddie. And there's Jay Darden, and of course our own friend Al Boudreau was there as well. Now, you want to show these other photos while we're rolling?
Okay, we can go ahead.
Over in the Prairie Ronde area?
Prairie Ronde area. Just last week over at Papa's Grill and Crawfish, Barry Reeves restaurant that's mighty busy. I was talking to a distant cousin of mine, maybe not that distant even, Mr. Larry LaFleur. He and his wife were having lunch. They were walking out, and he tells me that he has just moved back. I guess he retired. They had lived in Baton Rouge. He's an engineer, if I recall correctly, and he's back in the old home place, Mr. Ferdy LaFleur. I know Mr. Ferdy was kin to me, so then Larry would be kin to me also. There's a lot of work going on. They're completely remodeling the interior. The exterior has a beautiful appearance, sitting under some beautiful trees and a big front porch. Old country style home. Welcome back. And this is in Point Blue, the Blue Junction. I couldn't figure out why they called it's a convenience store, and they call it Blue Junction. Well, it's in Point Blue. So they call it it's the junction. You take a left there when coming from Opelousas, and you head into Mamu. You keep straight on in front of the place, and you'll be in Ville Platte in just a few miles. And there's T-Bar Fusiliers, slaughterhouse, and country store. You bet. We bought a lot of pork steaks there before. Good people there. And this is Brud Swallow's, a lovely home place with the lions, all the beautiful brick fence there with lines on each corner. And Farmers Gas, Mr. Joey and Renee, and they have a big business right there. This is not no small time operators, and they're the guys that invite us at least a couple of times a year to a delicious, friendly barbecue or gumbo, whatever's the time of the year.
And there's Waveland, that's just north of Opelousas, Eunice going to Mamou.
Yep. Beautiful
they do
place.
A lot of stuff.
And they must do offshore work because there's an area where the cars are locked in and they're there all the time. So it means they're doing some offshore work probably.
There's the sun going down over the Mississippi River Bridge.
Correct.
And
this is at the Crown Plaza Hotel in downtown Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And this is Mr. Mike Clary. And he says, "You see Melba lately?" I said, "Well, I've talked to her on the phone. I'll see her 2 days after this," and she had met him that same night. He said, "Aunt Melba, you'll never imagine who I visited with." She says, "Don't even keep me guessing, Bobby Dupre."
And we got some.
And I was renewing my driver's license, and this is Mr. Guru. His nickname, he's Alan Meon. He's the young man who did the body work and the paint job on the little conversion of the Toyota Dually. It was originally a mini motorhome, and we made a
little flatbed.
And we meaning Malcolm Lalonde. Good morning, Malcolm, Miss Shirley. And this is
Paproy on the left. Good morning, Miss Pap.
This is the same day that I met Larry LaFleur having lunch. This is Miss Pap, her son Ken, and daughter-in-law, and that's at Papa's Grill. And this is right near the Bordelon property, Mr. and Miss Jacob and Miss Marilyn Bordelon and Vicky.
Where's the Pilgrims?
The Pilgrims, they wanted to get in the car.
Man.
I mean, that tame.
You didn't bring me one back?
No.
Look, a sunset there. Where you at? You cutting hay where, around Bordelonville?
No, this must be in the country around Prairie Ronde.
And look, man, you got the fire. It was a cold week.
Yeah,
I guess you had to
last
light the
week,
fire.
one night, I had to take a picture of my fireplace there.
Mr. Octave Fontenot's store.
Miss Sue Kennedy owns it today, and that is the little place right there. Fresh food that I bought at a grocery, Mom and Daddy bought a grocery store for me, was at Octave Fontenot right there. And then this is in Mamou last Sunday, went by.
You went clean your pit?
Clean the pit, getting ready for the barbecue. This coming Tuesday now, y'all better show up. Don't let me down. And I'm walking out of an HBPA meeting in Baton Rouge on Tuesday. No, it would have been Monday. I'm sorry, Monday. Monday. And I was tapped on the shoulder. This young man says, "You don't know me, Mr. Bobby, but I come from Opelousas. I'm Chad Swallow. I'm a recent hiree here at Chase Bank in Baton Rouge." And he says, "My mama is Becky, and my stepfather is Raymond Lonclo." He says, "Raymond's brother George worked for you." I said,
no kidding.
And a good work, I might add.
Yeah.
So, Chad, thanks for saying hello. He has watched the program, by the way, and I hope he's watching it on his computer at work or at home, maybe.
Now, who we got here?
Okay, this is on Tuesday night. Went over to the Crawfish Barn. I call it Mamou, but they advertise it as Vidrine, Louisiana. So we're going to say that's a big difference. The gentleman in the light-colored shirt is Ray. I'll get it. I got it right here. Ray Hickenbottom.
There you go.
And he's from Vidrine, Louisiana. And the young man who walked up just before I was leaving is Tony Gilray. And he says, "Bobby, we have met several times before." I said, "I recognize the face." And he hails from Mamou, and hopefully they can come and meet me on Tuesday to eat some of that. And this young lady is Miss Tony, and she says, "You know, a good friend of mine," she said, "we met before, and I'm pretty sure we met at the Steamboat Warehouse, Mr. Steve Hartman." I said, "Well, look, I checked on my text. I had texted a message
to Steve
that day." She said, "I can't believe it." I said, "Yeah, we in constant, every now and then.
Well, sure.
We converse,
good friend.
pick at each other.
Likes to go to the Steamboat. We see him there a bunch. Kiss, hello. We'll see you on the other side of 3. February is Black History Month. If you want to go by the Opelousas Museum and Interpretive Center, there's an exhibit of 4 different artists: Miss Darlene Moore, Randall Henry, Ronald Kennedy, and Ella Gilray, from art to paper and fabric type art to paintings to photography. Go by and take a look. It's a tremendous exhibit right here in the center of town, and I believe it's free to go.
Dino's, which is a pizza